Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. So, my passion is to support people in transforming their lives. I am here to support you, and my mission is to give inspiration through spiritual life coaching, preaching, and teaching that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. So if you've been looking for a spiritual life coach, here I am. You can reach out to me on my social media on Instagram and Facebook. Send me a direct message and we can set up some time to talk. And let me just say this as I'm speaking about group spiritual life coaching, I will be starting my second group, a Saturday group, because many of you have asked for a Saturday group spiritual life coaching. So that will start on June 22nd. It's on my social media. So if you have any questions, if you want to sign up, just DM me and we could get that going. So it starts June 22nd on a Saturday in the mornings. Let me tell you what time it is. It is from 10 to 11 a.m. Eastern time. It's a 6-week commitment. It's $45 for each week. And if you sign up before the end of May, it will only be $35 per week. And people who have worked with me in the past for spiritual life coaching, you get a special rate of $35 per session. So I just wanted to get that out now so that you all know and you can think about it. But don't think too long. Say yes, because this is about connecting to your yes. All right, so it is Wrap It Up Friday. That is what we're doing today. So we have been talking about, and some of you think it's morbid, like, Rev Melissa, this week's series is a little morbid for me because it's Obituary. That is this week's series. And so if you were on with me yesterday, you saw yesterday was a replay. So I had a replay on one of my favorite episodes. It was the Excavate series, and we were talking about the conscious and subconscious mind. So I hope you enjoyed that yesterday. But today we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up today. And I have been teasing y'all all week saying that I'm going to share with you the obituary that I wrote in 2012 as an assignment when I was in practitioner training to become a licensed religious science practitioner, a spiritual coach, if you will, spiritual practitioner in science of mind, New Thought metaphysics, if you're not familiar with religious science. So our assignment was to create our own funeral service, and that included writing our obituary. And I was like, I want no parts of that, because you write your obituary and then you die, right? So very superstitious space I was in 2012, apparently. But I needed to do it to get my license. So I did it, and it was amazing. So today I am going to share it. So thank you all for being with me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, X, and we are streaming on New Thought Media Network. And today's show is pre-recorded. If you are joining me on anything other than Instagram, I am live right now on Instagram. I see you, Kevin Liverman. Hey, that's a blast from the past. Hey, Kevin, it's good to see you. We've been threatening to get together. We still haven't done it yet, so let's make that happen. And everyone else, you're seeing this pre-recorded at my regular time, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So even though I'm pre-recorded, please put in comments, say hello. Let me know if you wrote your obituary yet, if you started the process, if you're thinking about it. And Shay had a wonderful recommendation. If obituary kind of gives you the like shimmies, then write yourself a congratulation letter. congratulating yourself for a life well lived and all the things that you have accomplished for yourself. Okay? All right. So, just to remind you, obituary, what does it mean? It's a notice of death of a person, often with a biological sketch. And so that's what an obituary is, right? It's your biological sketch. The origins of obituary, no surprise, death. Obit for short. And obit, the origins of the word obit is I love that this is the origins of the word obit. It means to go. The origins of obit is to go. And isn't that what's happening when we shed this physical form and we make our transition to the spiritual realm, to another dimension, to whatever it is that you believe, to heaven, whatever it is that you believe, we go. We go. We are no longer on this earthly plane, right? So we could think about it as just going somewhere else. See you later, right? If that feels more, that could bring you closer to this assignment that I'm inviting you to engage yourself in. So I think we're going to get to my obituary. I don't think there's anything else that I'm going to share. Let's just get to it. So, as I said, I wrote this in 2012. And when you do your obituary, you're supposed to put an end date, right? So the end date that I selected was June 31st, 2067. So we know that there is no June 31st. And 2067 would make me 101 years old. And I like that number. So as long as I'm healthy, I got my right mind, I'm able to be self-sufficient, I am all for living to 101 years old. My grandmother on my father's side, she lived to be 99 years old. And my grandmother lived to be, I believe, in her 80s. My mother is in her 80s. My father will be 89 this year. So longevity definitely runs in my family. So 101 is not a long stretch at all. So I wrote this obituary in 2012. I was already married. I already had my girls. I was not an interfaith minister. None of that had happened. I was in a practitioner program, right? That's where I was on my spiritual journey, if you will. So this is what I wrote. Here we go. Melissa Moore Nobles was known to all who knew and loved her as a kind, spirited, and joyful soul. Named after her great-grandmother, Melissa, honoring her ancestors, her culture, and religious roots. Melissa was born on October 1st, 1966 at Harlem Hospital. Daughter of the late Eunice Gibson and Johnny Moore, Melissa grew up in the Bronx surrounded by a close-knit family. Melissa protested going to private school like her siblings and instead was a successful product of the public school system. She earned her bachelor's degree from Baruch College and her master's of art degree in spiritual psychology from She earned her bachelor's degree from Baruch College and her master's of art degree in spiritual psychology from the University of Santa Monica. Melissa relished learning and was a lifelong student. Melissa became a licensed religious science practitioner, studying under the tutelage of master teacher, the late Reverend Jennifer Berkeley, at the Center for Spiritual Living in South Orange. She was an ordained interfaith minister, graduating from One Spirit Interfaith Seminary. Melissa continued her religious studies after receiving a full scholarship to study at Union Seminary and earned a Master's of Philosophy in Interfaith Religion with a concentration in the metaphysical meanings of the Bible. Melissa's ministry was prayer through poetry and what she called prayer poems. As an avid prayer, Melissa's passion was to share the truth that prayer works. Many of her prayer poems have been published, and she is a highly accomplished author and speaker. Melissa's greatest prayers were answered when she married Marco S. Nobles on April 27, 2002, and when she became a mother on February 22nd, 2007. Melissa was the daughter of a twin and gave birth to twin girls, Aria Song and Zola Zen, who were the joys of her life. Melissa and Marco were partners in love and in business with the phenomenally successful Enjoy Enterprises, a company created to uplift the powerful healing energy of joy and to support people to live life in joy. They have spread this message by supporting the interdependent spirit of artistry in all forms of expression: music, prayer, poetry, art, film, and speaking. Melissa loved to travel. She was one continent short of reaching her goal of setting foot in each of the continents. She saw the natural wonder, she saw the natural wonders of the world, and she cultivated a loving relationship across the globe with like-minded folks who jammed on the same frequency, as she would often say. Melissa's life was a testament of faith, joy, fun, connection, gratitude, forgiveness, surrender, trust, praise, and truth. Melissa is survived by her loving husband, Marco, her daughters, Aria and Zola, her siblings, her grandchildren and great-grandchildren, nieces, nephews, and a host of other family and friends. And so it is. Ashe. Amen. So that was my obituary that I wrote in 2012. So you could see I captured the past, right? Where I was born, my name, my parents, all those things, being married, having my girls. And I also captured the present, right? And I captured what I was calling into the future, right? If you will, prophesizing, right? Imagining, visualizing my future self, right? In 2012, I was visualizing my future self. So what I have decided to do is to update this, because some things that I thought that I was desiring back in 2012, I no longer desire. Like, for instance, going to Union Seminary. I love Union Seminary, but I no longer have the desire to get my master's of philosophy in interfaith religions. I don't. When I wrote this, I was not an interfaith minister. And I did go to One Spirit Interfaith Seminary, and I did become an ordained interfaith minister. So I spoke it into existence. I wrote it down, and I've had a whole series about the power of writing things down. Writing it down. It puts an imprint in your subconscious mind, in the creative field. When we write it down and we own it, we read it, we absorb it, we affirm it, we invoke it, we invite it, we declare it, right? When we write it down and we give it energy, we breathe into it, right? So just because it's an obituary doesn't mean you don't breathe life into it, right? Because death is just a part of the cycle of life, right? We emerge, right? We blossom, and then we dissolve to emerge again. It is the cycle, right? It is a spiral. Yes. So this is what we get to do. And so the invitation is for you to create this gift for yourself now. Capture your history, capture where you are now, and capture your future self, the desires of your heart. Capture your passions, your purpose, your mission, the things that you love, how you are of service. How are you in service to the world through your presence, right? Are you being a beneficial presence to this planet and to the people and to the animals and to the trees and to all the things that have life? Are you being a beneficial presence? So you can decide that now and decide, oh, I need to make some shifts. If this is what I am, if this is what I am affirming for my future, then I need to make some shifts now. I need to make some changes now, because the great predictor of tomorrow is what we do today. Is what we do today. Many people are living the same day over and over again. I said, I'm going to live to be 101, right? And each day I get to experience that in a different way, in a more evolved way, right? But there are many people who are still breathing, who are living the same day over and over again, living to be 100 years old, but really only living each and every day over and over again for 100 years. Who wants that? Who wants that? So we get to decide, you get to decide, what will people speak at your celebration of life, at your homegoing? What would they say about you? How did you show up in the world? How were you of service? How did you give? How did you receive? So that's the invitation, to just be with that and see, if this is my future self, what do I need to start doing now? What do I need to stop doing now? And what do I need to do more of now? And then get to getting. Get to getting. All right? All right, y'all. So that is the obituary series. I hope it was good for you. It was certainly good for me. I'm going to rewrite my obituary because I got more things to say, more things to accomplish, and more things that I am speaking into existence now. Speaking into existence now. So let's get into some joy news. Let's get into some joy news. So I am excited for this weekend. We have a full weekend. And let me just start with today. Let's start with today. So I just want to give a shout out to my soul sister, Fee King. We are doing a thing. We are doing a thing. But before I get to the thing that we are doing, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, check out the Fee King Show, 11:30 a.m. on Instagram and on Facebook. Fee King is your go-to fitness girl. You can follow her at Fee's Fitness Over 40. She will get your body right. She will get your body right. So please support Fee King and all that she does. She does challenges, exercise challenges. She shares tools that you can use for your body, your mind, and your spirit. And one of those is a collaboration that we are doing together. And it is called Workout and a Word. Workout and a Word. So that is every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesdays, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We are live. We are working out. You will see me working out with Fee King for about 15, 20 minutes, a good workout. And then, Fee King, let me tell you, those reverse crunches that you had us doing on this past Wednesday, girl, I felt those. I felt those reverse crunches. It was delicious. So Wednesdays, 2 p.m., a workout and a word. Follow Fee's Fitness Over 40, follow Fee King. The workout in a word is broadcast live on Fee King's Facebook and Instagram. All right. All right. So keep that in mind. Also, let's see, Sunday. Let's talk about Sunday. You have two options with Rev Melissa on Sunday. We have the other sip, which is Sunday in Praise. That is on 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I replay an inspirational talk that I've given. And this Sunday, I will be sharing Celebration of Life Now. Celebration of Life Now, which goes perfectly with this week's series of Obituary. So please check that out. You could watch it on my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Well, let's say Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, on Sunday. And then also on Sunday, I am the spiritual director, senior minister at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. And our theme for May is celebration. So you'll see a thread here, right? So our theme for May at Rockland CSL is celebration. And we will be in person this Sunday. We have in-person service this Sunday at the Rhino Comedy. Yes, we do have service at a comedy club. So please join us. You can get all the information by going to rocklandcsl.org. The Zoom link is there. If you can't join us in person, you could join us on Zoom. And we also live stream. This Sunday, we have a guest, my a wonderful reverend at my center, Reverend Joan, will be speaking a word about the keys to unlocking celebration. The keys to unlocking celebration. And our music this Sunday, live music with Ty Stevens. And if you don't know about Ty Stevens, you need to know about him. So he will be with us in person. He's an amazing, amazing singer, songwriter. So I'm so excited for service this Sunday. So please join us 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. All of the information is at rocklandcsl.org. All right, let's see what else I want to share. Please save the date. Please save the date for our next meditation with the full moon. That is happening on Thursday, May 23rd, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right where you're watching me now. Meditation with the full moon, Thursday, May 23rd, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We do a full spiritual practice with the moon. All you need to do is show up with something to write with, something to write on, have an open mind, and just be willing to receive. Release and receive. That's what we're doing with the moon on May 23rd. Okay. Also, please support my soul brother, Sekou Writes. He has a show that's on Monday through Fridays, 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. Get Rich 101 is all about money, 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 investing, learning more about the stock market, learning about day trading, penny stock trading, and he's doing a session on Saturday. This Saturday, you can follow him, get all the information by going to sekouwrites.com. sekouwrites.com. All the information is there. Woo! All right, y'all. I think that is all that I'm going to share today. Of course, I have more joy news, but I think I will keep it right there. So please have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Decide to write your obituary or your congratulation letter to yourself. I would love to hear about it. So if you want to share it with me, you can do that. You can send it to me at Rev Melissa. You can send it to me. You can email it to me, revmelissa at imrevmelissa.com, or you can send it to me in a direct message. And if you need any support whatsoever, I am here. Just reach out to me and we can set up some time to talk. So, peace and blessings, everybody. Thank you for making your comments, even though we're pre-recorded. Peace and blessings. It's like I got to say the whole thing or I forget what it is. So, peace and blessings, peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.